If you want to, you can also upload your own resources. So maybe you found some interesting things that you think others should also have access to, or maybe you've been working on some research of your own. So if you want to upload things, the best way to do that is by going through to the library, because this is where we will collect all of the information that we have. Now this is where you can upload things by clicking on this button, upload here. You'll then directly upload into the library. And this is where you can see a list of metadata, basically a list where you can add the metadata. So first thing you do is select your resource type. So in this case, it will be a document, for example. And then you can go and fill all of this out. So for example, let's add the search for a durable solution. It was written by Nat Coletta. It was published in 2011 by the World Bank Group. It is written in English. Now, as you can see, for example, here, sometimes we've added some information for you to make it easier to fill this form out. So this, for example, tells you what we're expecting to find in this area. So in this case, we'd be looking for a publisher, an NGO, international organisation. All right, so just have a look at those if you want to. Now then we have the keywords. So the way the database works is that as many details as you can think of, if you add them, then it will be better and easier for others to find them. So please be as specific as you can. Now we've selected a number of keywords. We've pre-selected them basically for you, and you can find them here in this tree. So you can click on those if they are applicable. Now please only select them if they really are in the text, or if it's really what the text is about. So it should quite specifically mention these things. So if, for example, we can, in this case, list fleeing and migrating, managing threat, and, for example, we can list refugees and internally displaced persons. Now we recognise that not everything you might be looking for is in this predefined list, but here's a free space basically where you can add all the additional keywords and themes that are relevant for this text. So for example, we can add forced displacement and reintegration. So again, the more words you fill in here, the better if it's applicable to the text. So the more specific it is, the better it will be for us and for the database. Now here you can add a country if there is one, organisations. So things like this, when you realise it's not you who put it there and it's not really relevant, you just delete them, okay? If there is a link, you can add the link here. If there is an abstract, then it's also quite useful to put it here. It's easy for people to read and see whether the document is relevant for what they're doing. And then this is where you can select the project you're working on if you're working on one. So you can choose, I'll make sure your project names are here, so this is just an example. If you work on a project, you can select it, and that means only the people working with you on that project can see the file, the document you're uploading. If you want something to be available to everyone, then just please click General. Now it is necessary that you select one of them, right? So please don't just leave this blank. When in doubt, just select General and everyone will be able to see it. Now it is quite useful to tick this box because it means that whatever metadata the file has stored basically will be overwritten by what we've just entered here. So this is quite a useful one. And then you check and you see, yes, I want to add it to the library, which is great. And then we go on to the uploading screen, and you just select the file you want to upload, and we start uploading. So once it has been uploaded, this is what you see, and this means that you can submit it to us for review. That means we can check it and approve it so then others can also see it. You can also choose to continue editing if you so wish. So submit for review in this case. You will see it in your library. You will also then find it here under your pending review header in your workflow. And once it has been approved, you'll be able to find it under active.